Warren Buffett once said, "If you buy things you don't need, you'll end up selling things you need." The idea behind this is that if you are spending money needlessly, you have no savings, and when a rainy day comes, you'll have to part with your big important items to bring in money real fast. To avoid all this, consider taking some things off your shopping list. Number 10. Plants and other decorations. A well-decorated space is inviting and warm. There are so many design tips out there, and right now it seems like the trend is to have plants. People are bonding over their plant parent experience, but do you really need it? If you want to water some plants, water the ones outside. There is no need to spend your hard-earned money on something mostly free in nature. However, if you think being a plant parent is the epitome of your adult life, get trimmings from Facebook groups or your friends. Fake plants are not any better either. While you won't have to spend time caring for them, they do take money out of your pocket, and no one will really appreciate them. Aside from plants, other kinds of decorations are also mostly a waste of your money. If your goal is to save money, find neutral pieces that go with every season, especially if you like to go all out for the holidays. This way, you'll only have to add a few pieces like a carved pumpkin or a Christmas tree. You don't need to fill every space in your house with some knick-knack. Make sure that you think of what you like and not what other people prefer when decorating your spaces. To save money, keep decorations to a minimum. Number 9. Full-price movie tickets. A good movie is a wonderful excuse to spend some money and watch it on the big screen. But you don't need to part with a whole lot of money to enjoy it. Most theaters have a half-price day. Make use of that one and any other offers they may have. You also don't need to go all out with the concessions at the theater. You'll save a lot of money if you go in after a meal or with snacks from the store. Those are considerably cheaper than what you would pay for the same drinks and snacks at the theater. You also don't need to buy a shirt for people to know you are crazy about your superheroes. It might add to the experience and the hype, but it takes away from your bank account. Besides, the movie lasts about 2 hours. Do you really need to spend all that money for a few hours? If you're hoping to save some more, consider watching the movie at home. Make it an event by inviting your friends over or bringing out the projector and some popcorn. This way, you won't have to spend on travel, tickets, and treats, and you'll be able to save all that money. Number 8. Cigarettes and liquor. The irony of humans is that we sometimes spend a lot of money on things we know are bad for us. Cigarettes and excessive consumption of alcohol are bad for your health. They teach this in schools. You see it on the news, and you've probably known someone who lost the fight to their addiction. Rather than toy with your tolerance, quit the habit. You'll actually save a whole lot more that way. Suggest something else when your social circle wants to go for happy hour. Play some board games or do some karaoke. When you feel the cravings, go for a run. The easiest way to quit a habit is to replace it with something better, and running is as healthy as smoking and alcohol is unhealthy. If cigarettes and liquor are not your guilty pleasure, then think of your own addiction: gambling, shopping, books, or music, and other things that are taking money out of your wallet. Learn to say no to your cravings and think of the bigger picture. Saving money is an exercise in self-control, and this extends to your lifestyle. Number 7. Gym membership. Most people who sign up for their gym membership give up after 3 months. The intention to work out is commendable, but it doesn't have to cost you about $70 on average. You can download an app and work out in your living room or backyard, or you can walk around your neighborhood or run in the park. Exercising doesn't have to be as serious as we make it out to be. A dance fest or a day spent swimming will work the same wonders while keeping you relaxed. Don't just think of exercise as the gym, a treadmill, and lifting weights. You can go for a bike ride or skip rope. And you don't have to do these in the confines of a gym. Save that money and get creative with how you get your blood pumping. You can join a local team around you to keep you accountable and enjoy a basketball game in the evening, or whatever other way you want to get your body moving. You can have a healthy lifestyle and the body you want without breaking the bank. Number 6. Disposable dishware and unnecessary kitchen appliances. Disposable kitchen items are a great waste of money. They are okay as a one-time purchase, but if you find yourself buying the same disposable utensils and cutlery, then it's time to invest in some quality dishware. Buy the plates and cups you need. It might seem like a lot of work to wash them often, but you save a whole lot more in the long run. Disposables are bad for the environment, and it is important to shop with reusables in mind. You can apply this thinking to paper towels and disposable containers for leftovers. Another source of irrelevant kitchen purchases are the single-use appliances that crop up every now and then. You save a whole lot more with general tools like knives and ovens instead of buying bread makers, avocado slicers, and more. While they seem fancy, they are impractical and just take a whole lot more out of your pocket. When saving money, don't be swayed by trends and what people gravitate towards. Make your financial decisions rationally. Number 5. Physical book copies. Who doesn't love a good book? After all, great readers are great leaders, and reading is one of the most productive hobbies out there. But the digital age has introduced e-readers that eliminate the need to buy hard copy books. If you still want the experience of flipping pages and smelling paper, you can borrow books from your local library. Most libraries also allow you to borrow audiobooks on Libby so that you can listen on the go. You can also borrow from your friends before having to spend your own money. Most times, we want to buy all the books in the hope that we will reread them. But how often do you go back to those books? New books are being released practically every day, and your responsibilities grow as you get older. You probably won't have the time to reread your books, and they'll sit there on your shelves mocking you and taking up a whole lot of room. Don't stay hung up on one way of doing things when there are options that can help you save some money. This works for other things with a digital alternative like music, photo albums, movies, and documents or planners. Number 4. Bottled water. You are bound to get thirsty at some point in the day. If you didn't carry a reusable water bottle with you, the obvious choice is to buy bottled water. What looks like a negligible dollar with each bottle might end up as $5 a day and $35 a week, and more as time goes on. If you want to save money, buy a reusable water bottle that you can refill as you go. You can choose either metallic or glass, whatever suits your personality. Reusable bottles also save the environment from all that disposable plastic that contributes to landfill. Having your water with you on the go will stop you from buying other drinks like soda, juices, or alcohol. Altogether, this is a healthy alternative for your body and the environment. Number 3. Brand names. Life is more than the trendiest Gucci, Dolce & Gabbana, Nike, Apple, and other brand names. You don't have to live boxed in by those brands, making strange declarations like, "I'm not buying it if it's not Levi's." While they are trusted for their quality, you can find other small retailers that are giving their best for less the price. Big brands know they have a large following and have no problem tapping exorbitant prices onto their items. Rather than spend hundreds of dollars on a purse, buy one within your price range that actually leaves room for you to save. What you are looking for is functionality. Your heels don't have to be Louis Vuitton for you to have a great speech, and you don't need to have a Mac to do some awesome computer work. A black dress is a black dress, as long as you look great in it and the quality is impeccable. Be more open as you shop. Remember that the goal is to save more while getting items that you can use over time. Number 2. Coffee. If you are spending $4 to $10 a day on coffee, you end up losing $1,500 on average in a year. Depending on how often you take your coffee, that number could be more or less. Either way, it's money you don't have to spend if you know how to make your own coffee. You'll have to purchase your coffee machine, coffee mugs, and beans, but this is an investment that keeps giving. With a few YouTube tutorials and blogs, you can learn how to make your own coffee. Or you can go the traditional way of trial and error as you find what you enjoy most. With time, what takes a whole lot of time will take a few minutes as you make your favorite cup of joe. You'll be able to play around with flavors as you please and carrying something to the office or wherever you spend your time. This doesn't mean giving up on your cafes. You just need to reduce your frequency and maximize how many of these things you can do yourself. You'll save plenty of money that way. Before we get into number 1, make sure to check out the links in the description for our best recommendations to boost your savings. Number 1. Takeout. Of course, the top of the list would be something food related. We all need food to survive, and sometimes it feels easier to cut corners and get takeout or make food deliveries. While this may be convenient for you, it's inconvenient for your savings, especially if you are doing it every day. You could end up spending over $3,000 on eating out. However, you could deal with this by learning to cook at home. You can find recipe books or watch a show on Food Network to give you some ideas. Once you get the hang of it, you'll be amazed at what dishes you can whip up. Cooking at home also ensures that you are on top of your grocery list. You'll only buy what you need and avoid double buying. You'll also be able to eat healthy because it looks weird and gets tiresome to make fried chicken every day. Cooking at home will allow you to eat what you actually enjoy rather than settling for what they can deliver quickest. You can also reuse the leftovers either as lunch or for another meal in the week. Overall, you'll save a lot of money, pick up a great skill, and stay healthy.